This is Will Coleshill reporting for UK Column. Today I'm here in Trafalgar Square where we have a protest against the ban on Palestine Action. The police have just moved in behind me and we're about to witness the first arrest. We have people here with the signs saying that they support Palestine Action, which under current legislation has been prescribed as a terrorist organisation over criminal damage. We have the police making a cordon now. This is the first arrest that I've seen so far today.
Mind your back. Mind your back.
What first led you to come out with this sign and face up to what they're going to throw at you, I guess?
Well, what they're going to throw at us, whatever it is nothing compared to what Israel is throwing at the Palestinians. And it's completely out of proportion to the Hamas attack. And it's been almost universally condemned from our own government. And that's why I'm here. And the idea that people like Palestine Action are terrorists, and therefore we, who are now supporting them, are deemed to be terrorists, is just preposterous.
Our government is trying to shut down our protest against a genocide and against the war crimes that our government is committing with our tax money. And we need to hold on to our right to free speech and the prescription. We are protesting the prescription of Palestine Action, which was an overreach of the law, even by the standards of the UN Human Rights Chief Volker Turk, and also, I believe, by Amnesty International. So we're here to make sure we hang on to our right to free speech and to protest.
As a Jewish person whose relatives were killed in the Holocaust, and I'm outraged that the Israeli government and our government use the Holocaust as a shield for a Jewish state to commit genocide and to lump all Jewish people together, assume that all Jewish people support Israel, which in my mind has resulted in anti-Semitism in this country, which resulted in the other day in Manchester. I knew that was going to happen because they lump everybody together, all Jews, with the genocide that Israel is committing, and it's Zionism. It's not Jewish people.
We're maybe a little wary that there will be a charge, even again that we will be charged if we're repeat offenders. But I know that we all feel so strongly that we're prepared to take that chance and take the consequences.
Are you worried that you might go to prison?
Well, it makes no difference to me. I'm retired. It won't affect my career. For younger people, I can see it be more of an issue because it could affect their careers. That's why I think it's important that older people, like myself, come and do our bit.
The strength of this type of protest is it has brought out the establishment. You can see the average age looking around. They're people who don't have to worry about their employment prospects largely. That's part of the reason. But they're professional people. They're retired teachers, doctors, lawyers, armed services people. They're establishment people. And it's very hard for the country to ignore that. And it's even hard for the mainstream media to ignore that. So I think the exposure that this protest has had has made a big difference in terms of public opinion.
So, and I've read about the crafty way that they lump the three terrorist organisations together for the vote to prescribe Palestine Action. And I was shocked at the number of Labour MPs who actually voted to prescribe Palestine Action. There was a handful of left-wing MPs, Clive Lewis, Richard Bergen, Zara Sultana, who made really good arguments about how ludicrous it is to prescribe Palestine Action as a terrorist organisation when criminal law is already there, which covers criminal action. And to boot, to say anybody just supporting a prescribed terrorist organisation is liable to up to 14 years in jail is just an outrage on free speech. Clive Lewis made this point. So all these Labour MPs voted this in, and some of them are now claiming that they were duped.
I think it will grow until this ridiculous law is changed. And the government really needs to find a way out because they've dug themselves into a hole and they're still digging. What they really need to do is rely upon the judicial review to say it's nonsense, and then any convictions will be quashed.
And so, do you believe that this judicial review is going to be successful in quashing all of the convictions and all of the ongoing prosecutions against people holding up these signs?
I believe it's likely, one never knows, but likely to say that declaring us and Palestine Action terrorists is unlawful. And if that happens, then I don't think it automatically follows, but I think it's likely to follow that people who've been convicted will then just have their sentences quashed.
So you're feeling optimistic?
Yes.
I mean, I'm hoping that it will be unsustainable to keep arresting people. And now that the police commissioner in Starmer are saying, don't do this, don't protest and draw police resources away from. The police commissioner of London actually said real criminals. He actually said that we shouldn't be arresting we should be arresting real criminals. Unbelievably, he said that.
I do believe that the prescription will be overturned because of everything, that I've just said, and because we will continue to protest until it is. And I believe the review is up for a judicial review in November. At that stage, I hope I won't be a terrorist after that.
You'll be de-terroristed.
De-terroristed.
Are you going to try and challenge this through conscientious acquittal via the jury system? So you're likely to go not guilty and then rely on the jury out of conscience to say not guilty?
I might do that, yeah. I mean, the problem sometimes is that they don't let you say why you're doing it. And that's ridiculous. Why shouldn't we be allowed to say what we're doing? So I haven't really decided that.
Well, I'm hoping it won't come to that. I mean, I'll have to cross that bridge when I come to it. But I will plead not guilty, yes, definitely. I haven't done anything wrong. Look, that's all I've done. That's all I've done.
I think most of the population, even if they're not behind Gaza, could see, when they see people being carried out, arrested, and the blind man in a wheelchair is being carried out twice. But unfortunately, the Manchester attack has reset the media agenda back to anti-Semitism. So they're trying to criminalise, demonise protesters now and make out that they're anti-Semitic, which is what they were doing right at the beginning. So they've had like a boost with this inevitable anti-Semitism that's happened.
This issue was only going to be solved by the grassroots, and that seems to be what's happening. World public opinion has shifted monumentally on the Palestine issue, and any politician who ignores that does so at their peril.
Okay, so I've spoken to some of the people here today holding up these placards and get a little bit of insight into how they think. One thing that's quite interesting and seems to be pivotal is this judicial review and whether this entire prescription of Palestine Action is going to be thrown out. Also, key to this is the role of juries, whether those juries are going to be able to get these people off through conscientious acquittal, and therefore whether the entire state apparatus trying to label them as terrorists is going to be rendered ineffective. This is Will Coleshill reporting for UK Column.